Hi, my name is Chavon Shade, and my topic covers the social habits of teenagers living in small towns. The parking lots of retail spaces serve more people than just the shopper. This is an open space for people to linger after their purchases or just sit in their car without being accused of loitering. This is very common for teenagers in my small town of Wilson, North Carolina, to just hang out in retail parking lots such as Target. Personally, I spent the majority of my high school career socializing in a parking lot because there was nothing else to do in my small country town. After speaking to my classmates, they can also relate with this phenomenon occurring in their hometowns. But I wonder, is this teen habit an indicator of how teenagers view their environment? Which led me to the question, what motivations do adolescents have to socialize in parking lots, and how do these motivations impact their perception on their communities? Around the turn of the century, an idea emerged to create an identity for individuals caught between being too old to be a child and too young to be an adult. In 1936, a name was given to these individuals called the teenager. This became a renaissance for adolescents to find themselves alongside their friends as they journey into their next phase of adulthood. Spending the majority of their years with their friends by participating in the ancient teenage discipline, doing nothing with their friends, as stated by Kilgannon in his 2005 article in the New York Times, along with Vare's 2014 study, she states that teenagers are able to find themselves by developing a sense of connection and belonging through their environment and social activities. For many, teenage social activities can be a concerning topic, since teens are looking for ways to have fun and consider activities reserved for adults fun, which leads to nicotine usage, underage drinking, and taboo activities. But for small-town teens, developing a sense of belonging within their environment can be difficult due to lack of spaces they can call their own and a low amount of fun underage age-appropriate activities such as an arcade, which can also lead to participation in taboo activities. Comparing the number of opportunities for small-town teens to those in large urban areas creates a negative perspective of the small-town teens' hometown. As detailed by Hewitt's 2020 study, these findings can illustrate how small-town teens occupy their most abundant open space to call their own, a parking lot. At 5 o'clock on Thursday evening, I observed my local Target. Around this time, people began to get off of work, and a steady flow of patrons entered and exited the store. At the back edge of the Target parking lot were many cars filled with teenagers. Inside a black Tahoe, I interviewed a Wilson local and freshman at ECU who wanted to hang out with some of his friends for the night in the parking lot. Speaking with a student, he stated that they chose to socialize in the parking lot a lot. They chose to socialize in the parking lot because they were tired of being at home and wanted to go to their usual place. The teenagers in the car agreed with the student, claiming that they view Wilson as their home, but wish the area had more activities for their citizens. Lastly, I asked the student if his social habits would change if he lived in an urban area, claiming that, "I'm not sure, but I sure wouldn't be hanging out in a parking lot." Next, I observed my local Target again on a Sunday night, which was calmer than my initial observation. The sun began to set on the store as large lights flickered above the parking lot, while LED-clad lights loudly paraded the parking lot. The setting felt like the perfect place to listen to music as you hang out with your friends. Looking behind my car, I see one small black sedan and two large pickup trucks, one black and the other covered in mud. Speaking to the two girls in the black car, one girl, an 18-year-old student from the University of North Carolina at Wilmington, disputed the claim that teenagers hang out in open spaces like parking lots to do illegal or taboo activities. She responded with, "Not really. My mom may be strict, but she's cool. I just wanted to get out of the house." Again, not all teenagers are looking for trouble. Instead, they are looking for a change of scenery and a good time with their friends, preferring to do nothing with friends than nothing at home. Using open spaces such as the Target parking lot allows teens to socialize without parental figures, although the Parking lot is a public space. Those who utilize the area have gained a sense of belonging in their environment, making it feel like their own private space. During the interviews, I received a common response that teens just wanted to get out of the house and choose the parking lot because there is nothing else to do. Above all, the teens do not view our small country town in a loving way, less like a nurturing mother who has grown them into the person they are today, and more like your distant cousin who barely knows how old you are. The teens' distant relationship with the town stems from a typical childhood dream to grow up and leave home for another place far away. Giving the local childhood topic of getting out of Wilson a new name, giving the topic a new meaning by turning it into a rite of passage that serves as a motivation to work hard to one day move to a bigger city or somewhere 30 minutes down the road. Thank you.